I'm Flo whooping my butt today. Happy birthday, early Libras. Here's to another trip around the sun. It's your September monthly reading. You guys have got a strong, powerful month coming up with Mercury going retrograde in your sign from the 27th of September on. We'll get you through it though. Don't forget, please do hit like and subscribe on the video, okay? Let me see if I can get your cards out right away. Angel, spirit guides, I appreciate you. Thank you for the clear, kind messages for Libras for the month of September, for their love and money, first 10 days of September. Libra, first 10 days, okay. Oh boy. Uh-oh. First 10 days. Okay. Second 10 days of September in love and money for Libras. Ooh, right in the middle. Ooh, okay. Okay. And the last 10 days of September for Libra. Ooh, Libra. Overall for the month. Is that the one? Yeah. And the advice. This Wheel of Fortune ain't leaving us alone today. It's in reverse though. Oh, Libra. Libra, my friend. What have you been up to? First things first, Papa. Okay. You got the Five of Swords here, Libra, off the rip. In the first 10 days, you feel like you or your lovers, your relationships is looking like, who's using who for what. Somebody's being used here, and it's hard to get over. It's making a rocky thing. This is causing a rift, let's say. You want to try and be fair. And I know that's your mind. Normally, that's who you are, Libra. You want things to be fair. At least balanced, Can't help it if you're more beautiful than everybody else, though. Right? As far as your money goes, watch your temper, watch your ego when it comes to financial talks. Don't be greedy and don't gloat. Nobody likes a sore winner, okay? Consider how you can be more charitable with your money. I'm just kind of getting the sense of someone like asking you for a discount or to take a short, and you're like, who's me? I don't got to take no shorts and blah, blah, blah. But, have a heart this month, or you want someone to have a heart with you, Libra. The middle of the month, these fives are important. So the 5th might have been a really hard day or a strong day for you. But fives also represents a need for change, like agitation to bring about change, confrontation to bring about change. Okay. Um, in your relationships, it feels like in the first week, you really get a sense of like some kind of formal declaration. Somebody, maybe they're demanding commitment from you. You're declaring that you want a commitment, you expect something. They want something formalized, something more traditional. As far as love goes. As far as money goes, it just feels like I'm just hearing like what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. Like just kind of unfair. You have to stick up for yourself. You have to fight for yourself, your fair share. Legally, what are you entitled to versus, what you've been willing to accept. Have you been considering giving back? You didn't make it this far without a little help. So be the help that you want to see in this world. Okay. You also have the 3 of Cups in the first day. The first 10 days. So I'm just overall this week looks like you kind of got caught out there. Somebody's gotten caught out there in a sense of like, I thought you said you loved me. Somebody's asking for some receipts, in the relationship. It feels like you want to get away this first 10 days. I kind of feel like you want to get away from one relationship and with another. That might just be my own projection on the situation. Pulls up in a reading. It is, as far as love goes, this is like you're looking for a sweeter time, more enjoyable time, something more honeymoon-like than, and having it right underneath this Hierophant. It just feels like you want to break away from falling in line, especially with it right underneath that 5 of Swords asking who's being used. It kind of just feels like you are kind of seeing where you are in this love relationship as kind of not benefiting you and not fun. Like you doing more than your fair share. You're doing trying to put on a facade or whatever, and your heart is like longing for an escape, either just away from the hecticness. You feel like maybe if you can get away with your love, your partner, if you guys can take a chill pill, have some fun, that might heal everything. Or you want to get away yourself. Okay. Second 10 days of September. So maybe from like the 13th or so on for you, You've got this Knight of Pentacles here. It's a compatible energy for you, Libra. I'm feeling like especially those of you with like earth sign moons, maybe Taurus, Virgo moons, more Taurus, Capricorn, it feels like. So either of those. But this is like another situation of broaching the subject of commitment, marriage. And I feel like, how much longer can I wait? How much longer will they wait? How much longer can you hold off before you make a decision? If you're still hesitating after all this time, what do you think is going to change? What needs to change? What's not adding up? Something's not adding up. Something's not lining up. If they're not willing to wait for you to make up your mind, they don't realize how much they can depend on you. And this could also be vice versa. If you don't see how much you could depend on this person, how much they need that foundation, they need to hear the words, they need to have the formal commitment in order to give you what you want as well, you know. In order for this to really work and be solid, it feels like a Taurus heavy with the Hierophant here. Capricorn's here. Leo is here. Cancer is here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini is here as well. Yeah. If someone's coming in and offering you or giving you, like, I'm hearing like one last chance, either you take it or leave it, you might try to find a way to think about leaving it just because they're rushing you. And this could be vice versa. You're trying to offer someone, a long run approach, like, if you just be patient, let's, it's not rushing to anything, and they might feel like you're breadcrumbing. There's a sense of a breadcrumb here. I just found out that it's not want your cake and eat it too. It's actually want your Kate and Edith too. Do you want both people? You have your eyes, are you having more than one love interest or something of that sort? Or even if it's not necessarily love, it could be, you want this relationship, but you're on the climbing the successful ladder at work, or, just something else drawing your attention if you're single without these options. But it does feel like someone is asking you to make a choice and make it formal. Okay. Towards the middle of the month, it feels like your money, there's something about, you see some area where you can really make a difference, where it's a noble thing to do. It might not be the most glamorous thing that you can do, but, put in entitlement and all that aside, if you got to follow your heart here, if you get a chance to educate people how to treat themselves better, how to, improve their health or something like that. Those are noble causes that help everyone, not just yourself. Okay. There's got to be a way, look for a way to make your money work for everyone in your community. And that could be your family or what, you know. I feel like you have some strong ideas about money, and others might not see you as really caring about their needs or wants. But you know you have a plan and you intend to stick to it. So there's that dynamic being ironed out. You want to make everybody happy, but you have a plan as well. And if you don't have a plan, you need to get one. Okay. Heart of it all, center of the reading, you've got the King of Swords, Libra. This is a card that represents Libra in some cases, or at least your elements, right? You're sure about what you want from this relationship by the middle of the month. It all seems to click. It all seems to make sense. Everybody's laid their proposition on the table. And it's like you see who you're gonna work well with, who has the most logical plan, what makes the most sense.
What makes the most sense in life?
Right. As far as your money goes, when this card comes up, as far as this goes, your finances seem like they start to stabilize. So you seem to avoid a lot of issues and things going on. Like, you know, you avoid too many other pitfalls. You make some good investments, and you stabilize some things, you know. So you seem to have taken the best course of action financially. You also are expecting others to follow suit. I feel like you really are a leader. You know, people are looking to you for advice and so on. You know, they try to get you to see things their way, or look into their way of thinking about things for the future, their plans, especially with all that like proposal, marriage. This is the best way. Like, you know, they said their piece, but you feel like, you know, we can do a lot of things, a lot of great things. It's for our community, for all of us, without resting it on who I'm in love with and who I'm romancing. You know, what's one got to do with the other? I kind of get the feeling. Okay, subconsciously though, you've got the Chariot here. When the Chariot comes up, as far as love goes, I think you understand you have to, as a man, if you're a man, you have to be able to keep control of your temper. You can't have a solid relationship with unsolid emotional foundation. Y'all have to be able to talk to each other, respect each other, listen to each other, and genuinely want to help each other, not use each other or abuse each other, right? So be fair, which I believe is your intention. But, if you're not making a decision, that might come across as unfair as well. And there's a strong sense this month of paying it forward. Like you might not see immediate return on any money that you give out, lend out, spend this month, but the returns are greater later. Okay? Just keep remembering when you needed help, somebody was there for you. There was some program, there was some help there, and it didn't just grow out of the sky. Somebody who was in a position just like you, Libra, was able to, put a couple of extra dollars in the kitty so that a couple other kids can have lunch today too, donate, charity, things of that nature. Okay. Remember, the more you give, the more you receive. Okay. End of the month. Ooh, last 10 days. Maybe the 15th, the 20th, 17th. You got the devil here. Time to get focused. Something comes up here. I think somebody has a big where you've been working so hard throughout the month not to show over emotional, not to have a hard temper, or this might be vice versa. Someone was holding back all of this, trying to match your energy, but by the end of the month, it seems like they can't take it no more. They feel ashamed because you won't choose them, or they won't choose you, whichever way this fits for you, Libra. But I'm hearing again, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Don't just keep me hanging on, If you can't make your mind, then I guess that no decision is still a decision, And if you've made some concessions to people because of, for the love of money, it starts to come back and bite you now. The devil always makes you a promise for something. You can have some instant gratification, but it's going to cost you so dearly, you may never, ever be able to pay it all off. So you become a slave to it. But he holds up his end of the bargain. He'll give you whatever you said he would give you. It's just at what cost? And the cost is always too great. Dealing with the devil. So as far as your money goes, you got to reprioritize. And it's really helpful if you heed to the advice that I'm seeing by these cards here and make a good name for yourself by being more charitable, helping an organization or something. So when shit hits the fan, you have support outside of your immediate income resources and family. Okay. You also have the Strength card. So maybe by like 18th or so, 28th, it seems kind of far out. With this Devil card, I just want to say it feels like something might come back to bite you. Something that you thought you got away with or something comes back to kind of bite you financially or in relationships. You end up having to face it. And you're going to need some strength to do so. This is the Strength card here. You were able to, I guess, like talk people out of or into a much more relaxed, calm situation. And then
I want to take you out on it.
I'm recording something right now, baby.
You heard me?
So it feels like they are starting to become more forceful, more obstinate, more willful and willing to argue for it. You got to fight it.
What are you talking about? Elaborate.
Okay. As far as your money goes,
so you gotta elaborate what you're talking about.
You
just talking. You sound crazy. You need to be in a straight jacket. You're crazy. Just talking. Talk to me. I want to go on a date. I need some pussy or something. Some head. I want to go on a date.
You are not cute. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, as I was saying before I got interrupted, I left the deep box. Yeah, so it feels like your relationships go. The shit hits the fan. Month, people just start to get fed up with trying to say things in a dramatic way, being nice. They are willful and argumentative. And you're going to really have to search for serenity to deal, okay? As far as your money goes, you have an inkling that something is going to cause big problems. I feel like maybe even the tension in these relationships that you are trying to face, you're worried if it's going to start to affect you financially or not. But don't match fire with fire. When they get low, you go high and stay high. Don't continue to, don't be as low as them. Don't be argumentative. Keep your head high. Okay. And you'll find that there's probably not much need for you to worry or make any drastic moves. Okay. You're strong enough to weather whatever is coming, even if they decide to withdraw all of their energy from you. Okay, Libra. Overall for the month, you've got this 10 of Swords here. And I say it all the time, but I guess I got to say it again. It is what it is. Listen, when the 10 is here, you can't go nowhere but up from this point. Now you know. If you don't know, now you know. You realize you might have been stabbed in the back. Somebody might be realizing that you stabbed them in the back. Either way, at least now you know what time it is. You know what's up, And you can make moves based on the facts, not just based on fantasy. Hey, Braceface, welcome home, honey. As far as your money goes, you might have lost one source of income or something of the sort, but there's a solution, and it feels like it's a solution that you get to depend on yourself. It's not you looking outward for the solution, you coming up with a solution on your own that you can count on. Okay, it's not saying that it's not painful to find these things out, to understand that you've been betrayed, you've been left for last to know, that type of thing. But now that you know, what you gonna do about it? At least you can do something about it now. If you didn't even know that it was happening, you were just, a target. But now that you know, you can move away from it. That's the silver lining. Your advice for the month, Libra, it is this the 10 of Swords, the wheel of Fortune here in the reverse. So it feels like you tried to bury all of this confusion that happens throughout this month. It feels like it's something resurfacing because you didn't necessarily confront the issue. You asked for time to think about it, but you never quite made a decision, something of the sort. So whenever you leave things like that, remember, we're on a spinning wheel here. What goes around is going to come back around if you don't deal with it, for sure. Okay, so I don't have to remind you, Libra, you know about tact and diplomacy. If you don't know anything else, it seems like you need to, excuse the French, but shit or get off the pot. That's where it feels like people are waiting for you to make a decision, and your indecision is driving people nuts. The pace is killing them, or vice versa. This could be happening to you as opposed to you doing it to others. As far as your money goes, this month you want to, don't try to be slick. Stick with what you know.